paleogenetics is a bit like time travel, where you're using your pipette as like a time machine, extracting the DNA, and then using that to compare it to modern populations. My work involves extracting ancient DNA from thousands of year old subfossil bones and looking at sort of like the bone shape to try and reconstruct the species diversity of geckos that was once in New Zealand. No one's done work into lizards to sort of constrain the effects of human arrival, so this is a pioneering study, and then they'll be able to use the results from this to sort of guide future research into what has happened to New Zealand's geckos following the arrival of both pests and people. So my work basically breaks down into two components, the morphology side and the DNA side. So for the morphology side, I sit at a micro CT scanner. So I've got straws, like just cardboard straws, and I've stuck them in some putty and loaded the bones into them. And then that sits there and it gets blasted with X-rays as it spins around. And then I use some sort of post-scan software to reconstruct that into a three-dimensional image. And then I use that image to get shape data using specific points on the bone and comparing that to all the bones. I sort of have to decide if I'm going to go into the lab the day before. I've got to wake up, have a shower, so make sure I'm fully clean, and then go to the zoology department, take a special route through the building, go into my little box that's got my stored lab clothes in, change into those. So I've got 2 pairs of gloves on, so then when you have to change your gloves, you're not exposing your hand in the lab. Everything has to be sterilised, and it's all to protect the sample from us. There's nothing dangerous about 1,000-year-old bones. All of our work is done in these self-contained hoods. So my research is just a small puzzle piece that fits into the larger framework of evolutionary biology. And we can use these puzzle pieces to sort of understand how not only species have evolved in the past under geological and biological drivers, but how they'll continue to evolve, especially in the presence of humans, and how we're shaping the planet.